if people are going to be using state matching funds or city matching funds, and those are coming from our people's tax dollars. So if that's coming from people's tax dollars in general, then shouldn't everyone who is being basically a part of like the tax system should be able to contribute to a primary election? I hope I'm making some sort of sense here.
Well, right now, no, I don't know. Matching funds can go toward a primary election right now. Now, what's your point? You're saying independents have no primary.
Yeah, well, independents don't have a primary, but if independents are contributing to elected officials, especially we all know the city's matching funds.
So you're saying independents can give the money, but independents can't vote.
That's literally the problem. Independents can't vote. Now I understand when people say like, oh, obviously Republicans aren't going to be donating to Democrats, at least most of the time. But independents who are not affiliated with any party, and because their tax dollars are being a part of the New York City's money, and that goes to the matching fund system of the primary programs that are going on. Should there be a case for independents to actually vote? Because if they can donate, then they should also vote.
Well, I see your point. I think you would need something that we don't have right now in the city. You would need an organized group of independents who would urge independents, don't give to either party until November, because your money is good, but your vote is no good. So that's where I hear you're going. I understand it, but I think you would need an organized movement to promote that independents should not give to a primary person, since you have no right to vote in a primary. That's what I hear you're saying.
Fair enough.
Yes, it gets more complicated.
No, I understand, but it's just been something that's been floating around for a little bit.
And independents often align with political parties.
Oh, yes, of course.
Bernie Sanders is not a Democrat. Agnes King, the senator in Maine, is not a Democrat. Joe Manchin left the Democratic Party. Those three people became independents. Well, I think Bernie always was independent. Agnes King, I don't know how long he's been an independent, but Manchin, during his last 2 years, senator from West Virginia, became an independent. Now all three of them said, I'm an independent, but I am caucusing with the Democrats. So independents know that we have a two-party system. Where do I lean? And I think the same thing could be said for an independent voter. I lean Democrat. I lean Republican. So I want to vote in this primary or that primary. So yes, there certainly, we've had, it's hard, but people have been independent and gotten elected as independents.
Oh, yes, of course. It's not very often, though. It's usually in, I guess, smaller states with a lot more of an educated electorate that usually is a lot more civically engaged, and they know their elected officials fairly well.
Well, that's what somebody said to me the other day. They said, Susan Collins in Maine is going to lose. I says, I don't know about that. So they say, why? I said, you have to understand, she's a senator from Maine for 20 years, if not more. If you're a senator in Maine, you know everybody in the deli, you know everybody in the diners, you go shopping in a supermarket, they know you. It's a small place. It's 1 million people maybe. The Bronx has more than 1 million people. So you have an opportunity to go to every chamber of commerce and PTA meeting and all these little things. So people may have met her. I don't know how many people here in New York have met Kirsten Gillibrand, for example, because we have, 18 million people in New York State? But in these little states, you have an opportunity to meet the candidate. Somebody once said to me, Jimmy, if you ever had to move, where would you move? And I said, you know where I would move? New Hampshire. Now, why would I move to New Hampshire? Because they have the first presidential primary in the country. You have every candidate in the coffee shops. You meet them when you go get a cup of coffee in the morning. For 4 years, you have every candidate. But then I changed my mind because New Hampshire has too much snow and I can't take it. So that was a fleeting thought. But it is something to aspire to meet everybody, shake their hand, talk to them about issues, and they'll be very engaged.